At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit. Well, my people, taking this. The place they on fire, my wisdom warriors. They can't hold PNP, man. Them can't hold PNP. PNP gone like kite. My wisdom warriors, may I bring on us straight in a Westmoreland because the PNP youth have a meeting. You understand? So this one I'm going to show you is a meeting for all PNP youth. Take a listen to this. You know, some Mark Golden dead and I talk the talk. Hear this.
In the People's National Party, and we give to you a man whose family chose Jamaica and chose to give service to this country, a man who is now giving service to the people of Jamaica. We now give to you, comrades, a man who will ensure that young people with them degree now for go foreign, go clean toilet, but we can stay here, so and build a legacy, own a home, have a good education, and raise our family in peace, comrades. We give to you Mr. Integrity, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, our comrade leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Make some noise for the next Prime Minister, Western Jamaica. March, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are on fire, comrades, and we march into victory. Everything them broke down, we are go build back. We are go build back better than before. Everything them take away, we are go bring back. We are go set it right and restore. Time comes, ease off the pressure. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out of darkness into the light and kick out corruption rule. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are on fire, comrades, and we march into victory. Everything them broke down.
Yeah. Place live. Yeah, man. Comrade chairman and chair lady. All of the comrades on the platform. Candidates, councillors, officers of the party. Comrades, workers, warriors, young people, here at Godfrey Stewart this evening. Boy, the thing sell off, man. Yeah, man. I want to extend my congratulations to the conceptualizers and organizers who put tonight together. PNP YO, PNP Patriots. I want to big up the new leader, the new president, Comrade Reverend Paul Blake, and current president of the YO, Senator Gabriela Morris. Comrades, we have been focused on the issues that are confronting our people in this country, and we have a passion for making life better for the Jamaican people. Nearly 10 years now, this government has been in power. We have seen stagnant growth. The economy is not moving. We have seen the problems in governance. I'm not even going to get into those tonight, but they're deep and profound and very ugly. And we've seen the brain drain at work, the lack of hope, the frustration, and we have said, look, what are the core issues that we need to tackle when we form government? And we're looking at critical sectors, of which young people are one, perhaps the most important. And as has been said, as president of the party, I've sought to elevate the young people, establishing a junior shadow cabinet to allow our brilliant young people to express themselves, up their ideas, have an input, be part of the creation of policy. And I'm very proud of the young people here tonight who you see on our platform, mainly in the West. But what a wonderful group of young Jamaicans who are going to make a tremendous contribution to the future of the country. I'm also very happy to see the numbers of women that are stepping forward in representational politics under the banner of the People's National Party. Women bring tremendous quality to leadership. They're caring, they're hardworking, and they have strong empathy and can really relate to the issues and problems of others in a way that many men are not so attuned to. So it's very important that women be facilitated. It's not easy getting into representational politics in Jamaica. There are many barriers to entry, and women have a particularly hard task at it. So I'm very proud of them, and I rate them and I big them up for having had the courage to step forward. And what is wonderful is that they're going to be successful. They're going to be successful. Comrades, you've heard some of the policy proposals and things that we intend to do when we form government. In the areas of education, for example, for young people in particular, we're talking about reforming the Student Loan Bureau. We're talking about capping the monthly payment at a portion of your salary that you can still afford to live without difficulty. And if you're out of a job for whatever reason, you don't get a bad credit score, you don't become a delinquent borrower because the terms of the loan say that payments are suspended without penalties until you get back on your feet. We're talking about the First in Family program to try and eliminate intergenerational poverty in this country. So if you qualify for college or university and you're the first person in your family to have done so under the People's National Party, you'll get a full scholarship. And that is for your upliftment, but equally important is for the upliftment of your family. and your siblings, your brothers and sisters and generations to come, because with the benefit of tertiary education, you will be in a stronger position to help the others move forward in life. And we're all about progress, comrades. When it comes to agriculture, we see the importance of young people being facilitated in agriculture. That's why I want to establish the Agricultural Development Fund, so that people's cooperative banks will have sufficient resources to make money available to farmers, young farmers included, to buy the necessary inputs so they can produce food for the nation and for other countries that need what we have to produce. We want to fix the farm roads. We want to provide storage facilities to reduce drastically the post-harvest losses. 30% of what we produce is lost after harvest. There are not sufficient storage facilities to manage the crops. We need to deal with these things, comrades. And of course, here in Westmoreland, where you have been so good to the PNP over the years, and where we're asking you with great humility to be good to us again and to deliver 1, 2, 3 to God knows from East, Central, and West. We know we have a lot of work to do to make lives better here. We know the water issues, we know the road issues, and we know there are the economy as well needs to be buttressed. Land reform, agricultural reform. Dr. Harton was telling us about the prospects for ganja. Well, we know the best ganja in Jamaica come from right here in Westmoreland. From me born and that me know. And when Ayman Makiji pioneered the legislation which was passed in 2015 to decriminalize personal use of ganja, so if you have a jar weed or a spliff or a chalice in your possession, you can't be arrested, you can't be hauled and pulled to jail or put before the court. And if you had a criminal record because of past personal use, you just apply to clean it up and you get it automatically cleaned up. And to develop an industry in medical and therapeutic ganja, stop small farmers and those warriors who had carried the burden of the prohibition of ganja for 100 years and who had never been given the opportunity to come into the sun and be lawful round the plant, the herbal plant, which is such a powerful medicine. And this government has dropped the ball terribly in the development of that industry. And under the next People's National Party government, people like me as an architect of it and Dr. Harton as a believer of it, we are going to move it forward because we want to make sure that it is transformational to the farmers of this parish and the rest of Jamaica. And when you talk about the health system, we have a minister whose real core competence is in public relations and burnishing his image. But when you check a stock, if you go to Savlamar Hospital and you need to be admitted because you're very sick, you might not get a bed for days. You might be on a bench or in a corridor in a wheelchair suffering. And PR can't fix that. We need proper management of the health system. And I know Dr. Alfred Dawes, who is a former CMO here at Savlamar Hospital and knows the issues. We're going to make sure that we deliver a better health system for the people of this country. One where they can interface and get treatment in dignity. One where the equipment is properly maintained rather than being allowed to become dysfunctional. And when you need a diagnostic test, you can't get it at the hospital. You have to go elsewhere and spend a bag of money to get it. We need to transform healthcare in the country. And when it comes to education, at the school level, you've heard about our intention to ensure that every needy child gets at least one hot, nutritious meal per day at school so that their parents don't have to worry about lunch money. And that is at primary and secondary education. And for those parents who are struggling with the cost of transportation to send their children to school, we have the RIDE program. We're going to roll it out with 20,000 families, and we're going to expand it beyond that from year to year as the economy improves. Because, comrades, the truth of the matter is, we can't move forward as a nation without a strong economy. And this government has shown it does not know how to make Jamaica a strong economy. Productivity, as measured by the total output of the country divided by the number of man hours worked, has been falling for the last 15 years in this country. Foreign direct investment is at 1/3 of the level it was when we limited office 10 years ago. So how can they be talking about prosperity when key issues like investment and productivity are on a steep decline? They don't know where they are going. Comrades, we have to fix these things. We're going to have to fix the training system. We're going to partner with the private sector. HEART will provide resources to businesses that are going to invest in training so we can upskill our workers and so that they can attract the kind of investment that will make better jobs for the people. Because right now, as been said, we have working poor in the country, and many of them are young people. And we also are committed to ensuring that in key industries like tourism and global services that they call BPO, security guards, we have joint industrial councils where we will negotiate, the employers and the workers and the government as a facilitator, certain minimum standards of work across the industry, to make sure that when you go out there, you have dignity and your rights are protected. Because we understand the importance of ensuring that the workers of this country get a fair deal. That has been our mission from day one, from 1938, which is why we had to introduce maternity leave law. That's why we had to introduce minimum wage. That's why we had to introduce industrial disputes tribunal. That's why we had to introduce equal pay for women. All of these things came under the People's National Party. And comrades, for small businesses, we want to incentivize small businesses and make life easier for them. And we're going to give them a tax break, an income tax holiday for the first 3 years of operations, so they don't have to worry about finding money to pay income tax until their business is established. So we're really focused on trying to transform the economy and make Jamaica a place where young people can aspire to grow and build their lives here. They can elevate a yard. They don't have to migrate a foreign to try and make it. That is the vision of the People's National Party. And it's only through investing in the people, investing in education and training, investing in dealing with all the obstacles that stand in the way of progress for our people, that we can make this country move forward. That is why, as Prime Minister, I intend to personally lead the charge to make the bureaucracy of the country more efficient, more user-friendly for people who have to deal with government, whether they're in business or whatever area, and eliminate the rules that don't make any sense, that were designed decades ago and are no longer fit for purpose, and to ensure that investment can flow and projects can move quickly through the system and money can start to make and turn in the economy so people can be better off. This is what we are about. A more efficient and more effective economy so we can get growth that can generate the revenue to invest in the people and make the country better off. So all of these things, and there are others too, the creative industries, as has been said, we want to have a rolling fund of $1 billion. So if you are an aspiring studio engineer or an artist, a sculptor, a chef, a culinary expert, and you need a little money to get your business going, there will be a source of very conducive, very helpful money to get you on the path towards wealth creation for you and your family. Because we know that the creative industry is a vital industry for young people, and Jamaica has a tremendous international advantage because brand Jamaica is so strong. The way we flex, the way we talk, the way we move, the dance moves we have, the music we make, everything, the people, the world will see us and say, wow, Jamaica, them rate it. But we need to make sure that it delivers the kind of economic impact for the country and for the people that the potential is there to have. So this is why this rally is important, because we get a chance to communicate to young people, focusing on you, you know, what it is that we have in store for you, explaining to you why We have developed the different programs that we have, and we have more to that we don't announce yet because we know how them stay. And when certain things you can't drop too soon because I'm going to want to take it and say for them idea and nothing no go so.
CM so Mark Golding, CM so we see what is going on. They can't trick we. Them cannot trick we. Them a walk and a talk about how PNP have no policies. PNP full of policies. PNP full of policies. They laugh off of the policies them, and when you look 2 months, 3 months in, them a thief you all of the policy them. Them a people here, they thief anything. A copycat them. Copycat, the Jamaica Labour Party, go on like them know everything and don't know nothing. They don't even have no plans. They don't have no policies for Jamaica and no plans for Jamaica. Pure thief, them a thief PNP ideas and they need to stop it. Them need to stop it. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what you think, you know, because I like how Mark Golding is doing the PNP youth rally, you know, because this is a youth rally in Jamaica. You understand? This is a youth rally. Keep down a Godford Street. Godford Street, yeah. Godford Stewart, sorry, right? Do you hear me now about Godford Street? Anyway, Godford Stewart High School down at Westmoreland. So, honestly say, PNP do them thing. PNP do them thing. Then me see the Labour right them take this youth rally and I talk about how nobody not turn up a conference. I do you know? Every single conference where Mark Golding goes so far, a lockdown. One of the Labour right. Wanna stop, just stop look company. Stop look company. Wanna just look stupid out here. You better on a bill. Seriously. You better on a bill. Because on a Prime Minister, not care none at all. If not sign the code of conduct, you have no respect for the Jamaican people, number one. Number two, he's a lawbreaker. He's a lawbreaker. You understand? He don't care about nothing. So Andrew Holness have to go and he have to lift up out of House of Parliament. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what I think, wanna tell me how I feel about this. Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Big up on a nice clean self. One love.
Wanna go on the first promise? On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly. Cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention. Leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when in call the election. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them